Yesterday on Facebook in the People You May Know box, it gave me the option to send my ex-wife's husband a friend request. This is odd because I've been on Facebook since 2006 and I've never seen this gentleman before. The two mutual friends we have in common are people that I haven't talked to in over a decade. Just two people, okay? Again, I've never seen this gentleman, never heard of this gentleman, but here he is in front of me. None of my exes get recommended to me, and prior to this, none of my exes get recommended to me, but here he is. Man, and right before I started to feel that old-fashioned way that I would typically feel, a voice spoke to me. Put a pin in that. This is the story of that voice. I used to be 300 pounds. You don't believe me? Look at this photo. Yes, that is me. That is me around 2008-ish, right? Right before I got out the military in 2007, say starting in 2006, the prospects of what would happen to me and for me after leaving the military were really giving me a lot of anxiety. And at that particular time, I was working with a lot of Japanese artists. So I would be in the studio all through the night a lot of times, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And, drinking alcohol, hanging out. On the way back in the morning, stop by McDonald's, grab an egg McMuffin. That was my favorite, 2 egg McMuffins and and orange juice. This feels dumb to talk about, but it's true. And so get on, eat that, get on the train, fall asleep, get home, whatever. Anyhow, I'm blowing up like a balloon. So, I couldn't even fit my uniform by the time it was time to get out. So anyway, I get out, I come back, and I'm still not 300 pounds yet, but I am trying to figure out a brand new life. After being in the military for like 13 years, being overseas, I'm finally back in the military. I'm finally back as a civilian. I've been out of the States for the better part of a decade, a lot going on. Man, I am drinking like crazy. I'm buying a big bottle of vodka every day. And if I'm not finishing it off every day, I'm drinking half of it. You know what I'm saying? My man Tone could vouch. We was staying together at that particular time. What up, dude? And so, man, going at it, blowing up. I remember when I stepped on the scale and it was around 270, 280. I just threw my hands up. What are we doing, bro? What is happening? I did not notice this happening to me. I did, however, notice that the X on the t-shirts kept going up. But this was around the time where wearing big T's was a thing, right? So I thought I was hiding it. I'm looking back at the photos. I wasn't hiding it. I was hiding it from myself in plain sight. So over the years, I've tried all types of things to get the weight off. Crash diets, just all types of things. Some workouts helped. Some diets did help. I would lose a lot of weight, but then I wound up putting it right back on. This what happened. This was cyclical. It kept happening over and over and over and over for years until my brother challenged me to run a marathon, and while I was in the middle of a divorce. Well, long story short about that particular part, this was the perfect thing to keep my mind off of the divorce. So it takes about 5 hours at a time to train for a marathon. So you got to start out pretty early. If you got anything during the day you're trying to do, you got to start out pretty early. I'm talking 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning, if that's what you want, right? And I did this for about 8 months. So I get up in the morning and I'd start, you want to go the distance, whether you're running or walking. You know what I mean? You have these different distances set for yourself. So anyways, the hardest thing about being out there really, though, is the boredom. There's nobody around. It's just you. It's dark out. Sometimes rainy, sometimes snowy, whatever. It's just you. And you make a commitment to do this rain or shine. So that's what you do. Sometimes you soak to the socks, but that's what you're on. Anyhow, So one of my favorite things to do was to listen to audiobooks. And I happened upon an audiobook called The Power of Now, written by Eckhart Tolle. Now, even though this was already a popular book, and I had kind of heard of it before, I think maybe Oprah had, blown him up prior, but it was Kendrick's album, the Mr. Morale Project, where he mentions Eckhart. And Eckhart's voice is actually on that album, where it reintroduced me to it. And so I'm out running, so I checked it out. Within this book is a concept that I'd never considered, and it starts with a question. I'm paraphrasing how this makes sense to me, by the way. Shout out to Eckhart Tolle. If you've never read this book, I highly recommend it. Anyhow, the question is, it's a question. Who are you? Are you your thoughts? Are you your emotions? Or are you the referee in between? Right? If you are your thoughts, typically your thoughts are somewhere in the past or they're in the future. If you are your emotions, you are typically responding to wherever your thoughts are. And the idea is to get you back to now, to this moment. So in order to remember this, a question formed in my head every time I feel anything other than peace. And the question is, Mark, where are you? And it's typically one of those places, right? The past or the future. Yep, that's where the anxiety is coming from. Come back here. It was a call back to this moment. And I'd always come back. And then I added another question. Are you okay? I promise you guys, if I have asked myself that question 2,000 times since then, 2,000 times, the answer has always been, I'm fine. I'm okay. Right? Such was the situation when I'm looking at this gentleman's profile and a voice is talking to me. Now, I told you guys before, I didn't know this gentleman. I never heard his name before. I never seen him before. I really don't know anybody that knows him. The reason why I knew this was him because his profile picture was their wedding photo. Okay? It's very difficult to explain what it feels like unless you've done it before to be heartbroken and see the person that was involved with that heartbreak happy with someone else, especially, being married to them or whatever. Anyhow, went through my spine like a shockwave, right? But right before I went there, right before I can get all the way back in this chair, the voice asked me the question. Where are you? Where are you? You're in the past. That's where she is. Yeah. She's not in your future. Do you agree? I agree. Are you okay? I'm okay. I am okay. And you will be okay. That story is dedicated to all the gentlemen in my inboxes, in my DMs, asking me tips on how to get through this. I hope it helps. I am MRK SX. You have been listening to or watching Confessions of a Failed Family Man podcast hosted by me. Now, there are some merch items attached to this video. If you want to support the channel, please copy. Other than that, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Please share this podcast. I am a musician. I got an album coming out soon called All Is Well, produced by Illustrate. The first single went out to all of the subscribers of the mail list just a couple of days ago. It's a free single, okay? The album won't be free, but it is a free single. I will not be using DSPs anymore, meaning no more Spotify, no more Apple Music. So if you're interested in my music from now moving forward, the old catalog is still on those platforms for now. But if you want to be down with my music moving forward, you have to sign up at www.mrksx.com. There is no bait and switch. My music sounds like how I sound right now. Okay? Thank you, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.